first hour of the day is 6 o'clock in the morning. Maybe whoever defined 6 o'clock in the morning as the first hour of the day lived in a hot climate where the sun is up at 6 a.m., like it was in Florida during the month of June 2014. All right, so that's 12 noon. And then 1 p.m., 2 p.m., all the way to 9 p.m. All right, what am I doing? What to do with my time? My favorite activities are the things I should do. Bible study, learn about carpentry, more thinking so I can write down my ideas and then take action. As an adult, you need free time for exercise, for cooking, for cleaning, for spending time with your family, for sitting down, relaxing. Yesterday I visited a family of two people, a mother and son. And the son is my age. And we had a great time. I had a great time listening to them. Hi, Timothy. Welcome back, my friend. All right. So now that I made this video, I can pass on this paper. I am trying to organize, and that's why I make videos. All right. Be better than I am. You can, you will, you must. This is the wall that my friend says I'm staring at the wall with all these pictures. He doesn't notice the pictures though. He just said, "You're just staring at the fireplace without a fire." And he thinks I have the sofa turned the wrong way. But I have the sofa like this because I enjoy... Oh, they're starting to play. I enjoy... Well, I did it because this fan does not reach to where the sofa was kept. I have it off now because my son was coming and I thought he was going to sit down with me, and his body temperature does not require the fan to be on. And I also put it here because I have the other fan from the ceiling. So I have two fans going on. All right, so yes, I am finally looking at the photographs. Most of the time, I don't even look at them. I've only started now that the roommate mentioned that I'm constantly looking at the fireplace, or the sofa is facing the fireplace. However, before I moved the sofa, which the wife does not want me to move, I used to see the backs of their heads watching movies over there on the computer over there. And I didn't like that. So I moved the sofa because of this fan. Make your life better. Memorize Bible verses. Act like Gandhi. I mention him because there are videos that you can watch and you can hear his voice, and therefore you can copy him. He had poise. Poise is a word that means power. It is subtle. It's not a screaming power. For instance, when my grandpa was around, number one, he only liked being home. He didn't like going to people's houses. because when he was home, nobody could move his furniture. He had a serious face. He always sat down on his chair when he wanted me to help him with the TV to figure out what SAP was, SAP, I still don't know, and to turn on the words so he could read them in Spanish, and to read his instruction manual for the TV. I never understood it. And I was not a TV person to begin with, and I didn't like the TV shows he was watching, Sábado Gigante, and it was every Saturday, the whole Saturday. I think it started something like at 6 o'clock or maybe even 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it went on to perhaps 10 o'clock at night. At least it felt that way. He was a very lonely person. That's why he watched TV, but he would also turn it off. He wasn't like the modern or the younger men that I've met that they keep the TV on all day, every day, and when they go to bed, they turn on the radio. So my grandpa had poise because he would keep a serious face. I have to copy in one way my grandpa, who didn't show affection. Someone described him, my mother's friend described him. She was 45 when she met my grandpa, and she said that she had never met a man so cold. But how do you become a man that is cold or aloof and intimidating and serious? Well, he was kidnapped as a child by his mom, from his dad, and then back from his dad back to his mom, or they were divorced, and I'm not sure which country he grew up in, whether it was El Salvador or Honduras. He grew up in both, but at the end he ended up being a Honduran citizen. I believe his mom was from Honduras, his dad was from El Salvador. And then there was a war in which he was declared dead in El Salvador by his own family, relatives, judges, and things like that, just so that they could keep the lands that belonged to him, since he was the next, what do you call it, heir? His inheritance. So he stayed away from El Salvador, and he lived in Honduras, because it was not a crime back then to shoot and extinguish a person that was legally declared dead. So back to poise. To be poised is to be powerful, to be serious. It also means to persuade others. I used to give confidence to children. My children have confidence because they could approach me, they could hug me, they could do these things when they were little, and even my son now. My daughter rejected me since, but my son and the other children around me, they feel at ease when they're with me. They say, "No, Daniel, I don't want to," or something. It's important that children have confidence to be able to speak with you. However, now I'm giving up my childhood or my happy-go-lucky self only because it got me Baker acted for being playful. When you're playful and everybody else is serious, they get upset, they call the cops. The cops don't know what to do, so they just take you in with the Baker Act law. You don't have to do anything illegal to get Baker acted. You just have to have someone call the cops and be a male. It is a prejudice or a discrimination against men. All right, my friends, be poised. Take care.